Hello, good people. Welcome back to Broken Windows, the Ugandan Millennial Guide through the BS. I'm your co-host Shadrack Manano.
Joel Oteam.
And today we have a special guest, an OG.
A what? An old girl.
You see primary school.
No.
I hope you're ready for your turn.
The
Have fun while I'm drinking.
The president of the Forehead Association of Uganda has
True.
joined us.
Has joined us.
As the vice president is here and I'm CEO.
You man, when were we elected?
Yeah, you forgot Mbonye.
Too soon.
What happened?
Mbonye has a forehead. We by the way mean these foreheads for people out there. We are not referring to
Any other forehead
that you might be thinking about, man. So yeah.
We are not at all.
No, we're not.
Not at all.
We're happy to have you here, sir.
Thank you for having me here. People don't know who I am though.
Yeah.
My name is Omara. Omara D. So for Omara Daniel. Don't pronounce it the wrong way, please, Baganda. Half Acholi, half Karamojong, full crazy. Yeah.
You're a half caste.
I'm a half caste by virtue of tribe. Isn't that what the Lao are?
Of course, that's what they
Yeah, simple, yeah. Problem solved. If
True.
you don't know me by now, you probably don't have a TV. But I'm not hating. It's okay. It's allowed.
True.
At least they have a YouTube subscription.
At least they do now.
Big ups, guys.
Yeah, so
No
please.
TV, but YouTube. you're there.
But I'm glad to be here. I have no idea what we're talking about today, to be honest with you.
But it's okay. First and foremost.
I was minding my own business on the road.
You
You
were loitering.
I was loitering. This guy had bought a burger, and I'm like, where did you get your burger from? And the guy's like, some shop down those. Like,
some
let's
shop.
walk. And thingy. Then they dragged me. Now I woke up here.
Yeah,
No,
and you're
That's the full
wearing
story.
a turtleneck in Uganda. You want to turn brown? Like these lower parts of your body have to turn brown. Eh?
No, I am protecting women from themselves, man. Apparently, my neck is very sexy. I have to hide it. You didn't have that.
Said no woman ever.
Sarah, Shadrack,
Wait,
stop hating. I have more lines than you.
But man, I have like neck struggles.
But you can't tell me girls like these things,
They
man.
be
Girls find it sexy.
Is what?
Yes, they feel it like they can run with their hands. And
Man,
be like,
what are you
"Oh, baby."
dating? Refugee camp with babes, or what?
No, women with testing necks. I heard you suck toes. Like everyone has a preference.
What?
But you
Yes.
suck toes.
No, I'm
You
just a
toes
sucker
come
for
out
life.
on TV.
I'm a sucker for life, not toes, man. And
Me, yeah,
But toes help you walk through life.
it's a walk of life.
so for you in the morning, it's the legit walk of shame.
Yeah.
Okay.
My guy. Thank you for eating our burger. Please go. By the way, we brought this guy for a serious thing.
But man, while you're here,
Yes, please.
we know we had to ask for permission to be here from the madam.
What, madam?
What, madam?
That is a question. Why is there no madam?
Why is there no madam?
What is wrong with marriage here? First,
Yeah,
we're trying to
first
get
tell
married.
us, man.
You're supposed to give us tips on how to handle these things.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now you.
So my first question to respond to yours is, how'd you do what? Then secondly, I am just, I'm not ready for it yet. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Like I haven't found the person I find.
You're waiting to ripen.
Yeah. Oh no. I am way past the 3 hours.
What are the 3 R's?
I will explain the 3 R's. Donald Wasake's philosophy of the 3 R's. You have a mango. In the beginning it's raw.
Yeah.
Then it ripens. Then it rots. It's a phase of transition. As in,
ripen.
yeah, you've seen it all. Now you're just willing to drop off the tree and go somewhere else. I'm at that phase. I'm ready to get married. But I've not yet found someone I find compatible.
But there's a pastress who recently also was married, and then she decided
Then she got her
she
one.
does not play for this team.
She switched goalposts.
She switched
Very
goalposts.
randomly, yeah.
In Canada there, it was dreadlocks, what. Wagwan, speaking that patois. All the way from St. Paul said to Wagwan.
No, but But I think those are some of the causes of early marriage.
What?
Like, I mean, some of the effects of early marriage. If you get into a place where you're actually not sure whether this is
Whether
your
you want to
football
be
team,
there.
whether you're an Arsenal player,
Bambi, sorry.
an Arsenal player.
no.
It's okay. It's
you're
okay.
ruined
Funny
Arsenal.
Life is like that.
You've ruined Arsenal, guys.
No. I'm just saying.
But you can also be a Man U supporter.
You can also be a man.
There is
supporter.
no winning in this. But me, I'm past the point where you can actually say early marriage.
Yeah. I know this is very late.
Past early marriage.
This
is very late.
Yeah, this is
like
you're
like
on
saying
menopause, man.
Chiveji dies and we say going too soon. No, it's a lie. The man has lived. Like, it's one of those scenarios where I am way past the due date of what was supposed to have been a wedding. So I will try.
I'm easy on the beach.
I will try, but this is by default setting. Don't judge me.
True.
But yeah, for me, I think one of the problems is I eliminated romanticism from my quest for a wife. Let me put it this way. This Disney stuff doesn't work. Ovumbu, you have no business sense, you have no plot, you have no plan in your life. Your thing is hanging out, buying bags and clothes and living a lavish life, but you're not actually working towards anything substantial. Now, it's not to say I'm a perfect human being, but I'm trying to better myself every day, improve and be a better person. Every day.
You're not yet a better person.
No, you can never be.
You can never be.
Yeah, sometimes you just get better, maybe laterally. Like you get better at what you're doing or better at something else. Not necessarily morally, but you try and balance the two, you get.
Yeah.
I would want someone who's on a similar journey. Not someone who believes they are perfect. Because there you're coming into a relationship with your problems and the other person is practically... They think they're invincible. You get. And I don't want to get caught up in that career. So to be fair...
You want to switch team?
Huh?
Yeah. Oh,
No.
sorry.
My
No,
goodness.
you said
There was a setup. I thought
like,
you're not
you're
going to come
switch
out.
team?
Now,
It's not come out on
broken
broken
windows. I
windows.
need to let you know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to note that these are his thoughts.
True.
It's what's going on in his mind. It's like when you're having a normal conversation about cars and someone shouts "Vitz," you know that's their standard. So that's what we're dealing with right now.
True.
It's okay, Shadrack.
It's
I'm not going to judge you.
So,
but anyway,
the biggest forehead in the LGBT community. But let me put it this way. It's for chilling. It's for understanding that this romantic stuff, she has to be the hottest chick. She has to have a perfect figure, no cellulite, flat tummy. You are never going to find someone that perfect. I think it's one of those things you have to allow. But at the same time, don't settle for manyanga. And I don't mean in terms of looks.
But also you're trying to say that you accept them as they come.
Accept them as they come in what way?
Like, if come as you are to me, you're some god guy here now.
Well,
Come
okay.
as you are.
Hey, come as you are.
Let me
pun intended.
Yes, come as you are. We'll do it together.
What?
So,
not with me.
Not with you.
Okay, man, I was disclaiming.
No, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Okay, yes, be real.
True.
That's what I want. The chick who's real. Like, if the first time I see you, there's 6 layers of makeup on you, and I think you're beautiful, and then I wake up next to someone else in the morning, I'm going to have a bit of a problem with that. You get? Because I'm thinking I want to meet the real you. And people are hiding behind so many things nowadays. It's actually hard to get through to the actual person. They are sealed behind all these walls and gates and stuff. And then they want you to go through all those layers of breaking through things to prove how much you care.
Exactly. I feel like we have a lot of victimization in these relationships.
Yeah,
everyone has a struggle. You have to understand me. Have
Insecurities and all. But don't we all?
We hear those. We all have insecurities.
Yeah, we all have insecurities.
We don't throw it in your face as a way of diverting conversations or ending arguments or getting out of wrongdoing.
I can't say that
none of us is
wrong
perfect.
the whole time because none of us is perfect, man.
No, the one thing I really hate about relationships, me personally, is this perception, and I've had it many times where they say, as a guy, you just apologize for the good of the relationship. Whether you're right or wrong, just apologize. Now, on this seat as I speak right now, there's 2 Luos, and
Luo, we're all Luo.
What are you?
This guy, Daniel Omara is probably.
Daniel Omara?
No, we are all
Is your
Luo.
name Manana or Manano?
Manano.
This guy.
You are
By the way,
Luo.
what tribe are you?
Alul.
You're the vulgar ones.
These are the vulgar Luos.
Yeah, we like you. Well done.
But
Well done.
by vulgar, you mean?
No, we cannot explain.
We cannot say it on
Cannot
YouTube. We
explain.
will get censored.
Yeah.
So
This is why I have an OnlyFans.
I'm not going to watch, but you do you, bruv. So we have a situation where Where was I going with this?
Man,
No, we're talking about victimization.
Okay,
Now,
yes. Having to apologize for something you did not do.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like, okay, I've experienced this in relationships, and I've seen married men talk about it, and I've seen a lot of them get to a point where they're just like, you know what, they're now on autopilot.
No.
He's going to apologize.
He's going to apologize.
Not because he's wrong, but just because he wants his
He
peace.
wants
Every
his
guy,
peace.
And that's the one thing that, to be honest with you, I have not yet. I'm at that stage where I want peace.
But
I
you
want
see,
someone who
every
can
guy-
give me peace. I love peace.
every guy is every guy who has been in a long-term commitment. They have the same character.
But
When the woman shows up, they start to look busy.
start to
oh
look
yes,
busy.
I am doing this. What? Because this is what women like to hear.
But
and they like to see.
But are you trying to say that for you to actually be in a long-term relationship, you have to master the art of lying?
Yes.
Lying or
No, like
No, exaggerating your ambition.
One, exaggerating your ambition. Two, like don't have to lay out the truth as it is, because women actually do not want to know the truth. If you told a woman, I am actually a guy who
Pedestrian?
No, I am, man. I'm a certified pedestrian. But I was saying, if you tell a woman that I'm a guy who performs for... No, this is not me though. Yeah, but if you tell a
is
woman
okay, it's a
that
safe
I'm a
space.
man who performs for 2 minutes, and you're genuine about it, that in that when you go to perform the duties, you actually do not go beyond these 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This woman won't want to be with you. But if you exaggerate, tell her, well, me, I am your hourly guy, quarter. In fact, when you still come, I'll go get water, come back and give you more. Like, you know, when you put that exaggeration, then it happens and you just come through on 1 minute. She'll be like, maybe today was a bad day. Is it me, baby? You're like, yeah, probably it's you.
you have suffered.
I say this is not me.
No one ever goes to the doctor with a UTI and says,
says, "My
they're like,
friend."
I'm asking for a friend. How do you treat UTI?
No, but how do you, if you don't go to the doctor with a UTI, how do you get treated?
No, sometimes you call the doctor. You're asking. For example, let's say a friend of mine had a UTI. You've had those
true.
requirements.
Yeah,
The reason why I disagree with exaggeration is eventually it comes out.
No, but it never. You
No,
say
it does.
You're giving a lot of couples, a lot of people in relationships, both men and women, too much investigative credit. There are people who get lied to, and you're like, but you really believe this shit? Like you found
I know.
clothes of some random woman at his place, and
And
then
he
he just
told
says,
you-
all of a sudden he has a sister and a
Oh,
cousin.
the baby washes.
She donated the
Left
shirt.
her clothes here because she washed my clothes and my clothes dirty in hers.
The best one. These are for charity.
True.
She donated.
She donated.
I
them.
was gathering clothes to give to charity. You people, you have to involve CSR in your cheating.
No, it's just
Stop
you're giving-
straying with weak excuses.
You-
Not that I condone infidelity. But for me, the point I'm trying to make is the same example I gave earlier. Someone wears 6 layers of makeup, and then the next morning you wake up to someone who looks nothing
looks
like what you
nothing
had last
like-
night.
yeah,
You'd be
true.
pissed, right?
Yeah.
So even if you two lied about a Range Rover, and then someone came and phoned, you know, you're
You don't have a Range
Mitsubishi
Rover.
or Toyota, like they have a right to
But
get
then,
angry.
now me, no one can believe the rest unless I'm in Alliance Global. that Ponzi stuff. Those ninjas can have tons talking. They tell, I earned 4 million. See my pictures. Bruh, buy me a soda at least. You get now for us, our ambition, the hyperbole I'm talking about, is I tell you, probably I'm done with law school, or I'm done with law school, or I'm in 4th year, and I tell you I'm a lawyer. Where is the lie? I'm just in 4th year. I'm not yet done. You get?
Okay, it's
you
a
see?
small. It's like
a-
people who start celebrating their next birthday when the year begins.
Yeah.
You met
But which
those
people are you steering
Like,
with?
someone
man?
just turned 33. Actually, he's turning 33 that year, but they already said they're 33
Yeah,
at the
33
beginning of
at
the
the
year.
beginning of the year.
So when you're celebrating the birthday, you're very confused.
Is
You're
that
like,
is that like an allowance for you becoming
Becoming
33?
No, like if you're older, man.
Hey.
I don't know. I just gave an example. If
Yeah,
you're
okay.
True.
Look, it's been a long day. What's wrong with you?
Why it has been a long year?
Youth of this generation. Yeah, it has been a very long year.
I know this is like the briefest, year, but
This year is going badly. But
this
let me
year
tell you
has gone badly.
something. The closest I've come to marriage
Yeah.
is emceeing weddings.
Yeah.
And
You had us. We thought you
Man,
were going to
even me, I
become
was
emotional.
going to
The
say,
guy that
sometime
her name
I
was.
met Achamdori, you know.
why a champion?
I'm just saying, man. You seem to have a thing for innocent girls.
It Innocent girls.
Yeah.
I don't have a thing for innocent girls. I have a thing for girls, women. So
Yeah, woman man.
I'm a woman man. I love my women, by the way.
True,
Being single doesn't mean you hate women. Being
Yeah,
single
yeah.
actually means you just want to have the right to go around with as many of them as you
That
can.
means you're a feminist. A
Feminist.
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 Yeah, yes.
You this is I'm not even going to correct you.
No, but this is...
I want you to walk into a feminist convention with that definition.
No, but...
You are right.
Exactly.
You're very
Like
right.
that is being right.
Yes.
If I'm here,
Yeah.
I support women, I like them, I am for their ambition. What makes me not that?
Okay, I thought you were talking in the context of having as many of them as you can. Also, I don't identify as a feminist. I just don't want to. I don't feel the right things are associated with that brand right now. But back to the point of being single. It is I feel marriage and being single have the same energy involved. You have to make a conscious decision every day to stay in that position.
If you're a celebrity, because you can't say move for us. We also have people asking us out.
Don't you?
Where are they? Where are you guys?
Where are you people, man? Not yet. But I know the time is coming, guys. When you come, I need to let you know that I am actually a good guy. You're perfect gentleman.
Let's sit and discuss these problems of yours.
Yeah.
In fact, lie down and we have this.
On your lap? On your lap?
No, let's not get diverted. So we're talking about marriage and the hardships here.
And the
Okay,
hardships.
fine. Maybe I have one advantage as an entertainer.
True.
I am
Access.
easier to identify. No, it's just that you're easier to identify. Your achievements are sort of out there. That's
Yeah.
the only
The lack of your achievements also.
is also
It's
out
also
there.
out there.
Yeah. So why are you dragging mention into
Man,
this?
what? I just...
What did
No,
my
like
cross
every-
do to you?
No, I'm just saying. We're just pointing out the obvious.
Yes,
huh?
and the thing is, the one disadvantage to being an entertainer is you have your high times, your high tide, and then you have your off-grid moments.
Yeah,
now, when people see you off-grid, they assume
You're
failure.
broke. Yeah, true.
Not
yeah.
even you're broke. You they no taina waka. You've had people saying that kind of stuff.
Yeah, not about
So-
you though.
Yeah?
Not about you though.
Auntie, that's the thing. No, those were people who speak on Uganda. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's no, it happens. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
My audience is English speaking because I personally don't really
can't really.
proper
True.
Uganda. Yeah,
True.
let's not argue about it. If you're mad, say it in the comments and then die. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it even makes it harder for you to find a partner, and this is something people don't know.
Yeah.
You get, because every time you look at a female, you want her to bring at least 3/4 of the energy you're putting into your work. You get,
True.
you want to feel like the other person is also working,
But
they are not just coming to live a life off you. You understand?
But-
that is one of our greatest fears as entertainers, because you're sitting there thinking, now, why am I receiving these nudes? Why does she like me? What does she want? What's going
You
on?
have unsolicited nudes, like all of a sudden.
The problem is I wish I had.
It confuses you a bit.
Oh, no, not all nudes.
Not all nudes, man. But
No, not
I wanted
all nudes.
also to mention. I think we were having a conversation last time with you. Oh yeah, I talked to this guy once. In a while. Just in case you thought I'm your ordinary poor youth. Yes, we're having a conversation.
Use me as a stepping stone.
Of course, man.
What do you think you're doing
What
here?
are you doing
As much as about to talk about that point.
here? Exactly what we are here to suck you. I mean, off your fame, man.
Yeah, damn. Okay, yeah. Next
No.
time, inform me in advance about
No.
that.
Yeah, no.
I did not see this coming.
Relax.
This man,
Okay, you know what? I'm turning my back to you.
Anyway,
Safety.
so I was letting you know that when we were having a conversation last time, I told you that when you're a funny person, as a funny person,
funny
the people you meet actually like you for being funny. Oh my god, that guy is funny, and you know, when they now probably you start dating them and what.
When they see that you're human
That
being.
you're a human being, you're not always funny. Like it is not a must that I'm always hey. You get? I'm not going
yeah,
to
we're just decoolers on set.
On
In
set.
real life, we're not decoolers.
We are not, you get?
We're trying to live a responsible life.
Yeah.
Even in real life, you're funny, but it's not a full-time
It's
thing.
not a
You
full-time
have
thing.
bad days.
Hey.
You know, like when you're in your period, like you experience these things. Like
Yeah.
occasionally, you're just not in a good mood.
Exactly.
It happens.
true.
So naturally, when people begin to see your humanity, because before they're looking at you from this perspective of, oh, he's an entertainer, he's up there, blah blah blah, and then they start to see you as a human being who sometimes has problems. You make bad investments, you make dumb decisions sometimes. But the difference is you always get back up and bounce and run along and continue hustling. When they start to see that, hey, This guy is also human like me.
He also has issues.
He also has issues. Then they start to withdraw because they feel like, this is not what I signed up for.
And
that's the reality. That's why
they want this caricature of you playing 24/7.
They want Kashumba and God's plan. Or should I say devil's advocate?
The devil's advocate.
Yes. Like, that's what they're seeing. That's what a lot of females are seeing when they're looking at us. They're like, this guy, I'm going to live a certain life, a certain quality of life. You need to be a part of the building of that life. Because right now you don't just let anyone in.
So
you have a lot of things to protect.
Would you have to say, if you had not reached this level of fame and achievement, you would actually be married, because the kind of people who would come to your life
are more genuine.
Like they're genuine.
Because
Because the ones who come right now have
possibility.
certain kind of expectations, and they come with that whole fire of, why isn't it happening? Why, when you realize that someone is being so hard on marriage, we need to cohabit very soon.
First, wait, who's asking you to cohabit? Are they using the word to cohabit?
No.
Oteam, we need to cohabit.
Not we need to cohabit. When are we starting to stay together? What? But they can't, man.
By the way,
I am not the cohabited guy. Cohabitable guy.
They move into your house undercover, by the way. At least for you, they let you have this conversation.
Yeah, true.
Well, for me, at some point, I just realized someone had
Like,
moved
wait,
in. Like, half the wardrobe is pink jackets. I'm like, I never bought this stuff. And you start looking at
Not
how it
even
happens.
for role play.
Like, she comes over. Like, the things for role play are different. Stormtrooper, lightsabers.
Lightsaber.
You guys are still on dildos. First, we have plastic lightsabers. We're like,
We have not a different.
you understand? You
All
better
those
know.
mosquito things.
What the hell?
And they glow in the dark.
And they glow.
Boom. So that you see where it's going.
You're the guy they call the fire master.
But yeah. So at the end of the day, you want someone who gets that you're also on a hustle.
True.
And you need their support. You don't want to adopt a daughter. You don't want someone coming into your life to be entirely dependent. And the thing is, maybe, it's a big maybe.
So
I would have
let
been
us-
married by now if I wasn't an entertainer.
Let us go beyond
Maybe.
the people who have these needs, the people who do not recognize you, that you're just a human being, you're still on the hustle, you're still on your grind also. This person has the money. This person has seen your humanity, quote unquote. But now you're still finding it hard to settle. Also because of these pressures. Then,
of marriage.
yes.
Yeah, because you don't tell me you're not being pressured.
No. My parents and I had a very candid conversation.
No,
about
minus
this,
your parents. I mean, like 90% of your friends must be either married, divorced, or became gay.
No,
and
by the
something.
way, they will be fine. And also, you have suffered a lot. But,
Yeah,
you have suffered. But the thing is, people will be fine. What people don't get is you're the one going into this marriage.
Yes.
I've had this conversation with my parents, and my words to them respectfully. Wow, you have to add respectfully because, man, it's Africa. You can still get
Oh my
clapped.
God. It can be like you try to clap the man.
You know how dramatic it can be. Someone rolls in banana plantations. Whoa, bush bapa, like, hey, like it's crazy. It is wild. So you don't
Let
want
me
that.
tell you, it is a sin even just to grow tall.
Thank you.
Just to grow taller than your parents. Well, you think you're just
People are
standing here?
intimidated by the most random things, but that's a whole other generation. So I told them, at the end of the day, it's me going to deal with the marriage.
The marriage, true.
You get, it's going to be my marriage. And I have the type of parents who say, don't bring your stuff back home. It's between you and your wife. So they understand also where I'm coming from as a person. I am not supposed to take any burden back to them and start asking them and go, my wife isn't giving me some. They're like, well, are you asking correctly? Go back and sort your stuff out. Like, you get, it's not you running back home. It's now between you and your wife.
Yeah. True.
Now, if we're going to keep it that way, I don't see why you should pressure me for arguments you're going to be absent from. You understand? And that's what society needs to get. There's nothing wrong with being in a certain position. Everyone has their time. Things happen on their own plot. Maybe I'll also say I'm not actively working towards it.
That is true.
I'll be honest with you. Because I feel like there's a lot of things I have to get in check. First of all, with myself as an individual, before I can bring someone else into my life. I don't want to bring a chick into my life to suffer.
But you know, this whole thing, people forget that life is about you first.
Yes,
You
exactly.
get, and for you to get someone, for you to marry, you're getting a partner, not just someone who will understand that you have certain dreams to chase. They also have certain dreams to chase. Can we support them together?
Yes,
Are we
exactly.
going to be partners in this thing together? You get. But you know, nowadays, what actually the millennials want are you good in bed? Don't answer the question. It is not useful to me.
No, I am not answering you.
Because, no, you're going to tell man, my mileage is about what?
Of course, I'm not going to answer that question for anyone.
Exactly. So I think right now the look on, like Melanie right now, they prefer fame to even money.
But you also
First wait, like they prefer fame. If you're a famous person, that's enough to get someone who want to lay you.
Two things though. I have to say this. Number one, I don't blame women for wanting money. I don't blame people who want money.
I also don't
because
blame
all good things come
Even
from
that's
money.
not
Comfort. Everybody wants money.
You guys
get,
give us
you
money.
get, yeah.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Give these guys money. Yo, this was me 10 years ago. Hustle is real.
So it might take us 10.
It's like a porn video. It may take a while.
For this
So-
one
10
video.
years.
Don't worry. So I don't really blame women for wanting
money.
like it's a necessity.
Yeah.
You're going to bring a child into this world and then find you're broke. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Of course, you have to protect yourself. You have to be in a good position. You have to have a certain degree of comfort at least.
Yeah.
So there has to be money. It's the expectations that are alarming. You get? It's not an issue of money. It's the expectations. Like you find a girl.
But before you go into this talk of expectations, I feel like we've overstepped in the fact that we're talking about marriage, assuming that everyone understands marriage. Because yes, marriage is a commitment. Marriage is a commitment between two people. Doesn't matter what team you play for. But now, a lot of people, a lot of women, young women, or a lot of women generally have an idea on marriage that is only, like, it only rests on a wedding.
Yes, there's a
They
problem.
feel
with
that the wedding is the marriage.
Yeah.
They want to throw 60 million, 40 million, 200 million, depending on who you are.
the princess wedding.
The
Yeah.
princess wedding.
The one that lockdown saved a lot of men from.
So when they meet
Thank you, COVID.
when they meet Daniel, what they're asking themselves is, man, can this guy give me the wedding I want?
Yeah, I've
Because
seen
a
lot of
marriage
that.
is easy. A marriage, we live here, we go to the courthouse, we sign papers, it's done.
A wedding, I mean.
No, a marriage. We live here, go to the courthouse, sign, it's
That's
done.
a civil
A
marriage, it's
wedding,
done. A wedding is beyond.
it is all this grandeur and everything,
Flashy,
flamboyant,
yeah.
what
5,000 people
Because
dance.
what people don't know that even in a wedding they'll actually bring those same court papers and you sign that. Like man,
Okay.
you've made signing of this.
But
thing
so
with
these
the-
these women want a man who can provide the wedding, not a man who can provide the marriage.
Minus that.
Because a man who can provide the marriage, he's a different man.
Yes.
You're looking for different qualities. You're looking
Yes.
for a stable partner. You're looking for someone sober.
And to be fair with you, good chow is a thing in
Yeah,
marriage.
yeah.
Before you judge
So
me
what,
for that,
you're
I am going to say
advertising
this.
sex before marriage?
No, I'm not advertising sex before marriage. I am speaking to the reality of what this generation is.
Yes.
So this generation,
You
90%
guys
have had.
have chowed too much.
You guys.
Like, no, not I'm talking about the generation.
Yes.
Both the females and
The
the
other
males.
people.
You all have traded body parts and bodily fluids.
Those,
So
your private
much.
parts have
Like
become.
you have blasted. I swear. If you got a coin for every time you got laid or nearly got laid, at least they pay you half. You would still be able to run a business even if you're not making profit. You get. Like that's how serious it has been. Now the reason why sex matters in this generation is because by the time someone is getting married, they've been through at least 10 sexual partners. At least. Count it with you get now add one toe just for bonus. The one they don't talk about. Because guys are going to exaggerate, women are going
That
to lay
one
low.
night.
That one night that it is.
You're like,
That kind of random. Because ask this question to a
That's
random
true.
friend of yours.
Yeah.
How many women have you slept with? And then watch as their face changes, the more they count. They start like this. Then they start realizing.
Will we count that way?
Then you see this final look of. That's when the guy, I'm a whore! I'm a whore!
I can actually do a business.
Yes, you can do a proper business
You
and
write a
succeed.
proposal.
Now the reality is sex has become an issue because
Yeah.
people are walking into marriage with too much sexual experience.
Yeah,
Your
true,
partner
true,
is
true.
most likely
Mileage.
not going to be. Yeah, your mileage is crazy. Your marital partner is most likely not going to be your best child. It's not
Yeah.
going to be your best sexual experience. That's why the divorce rate is crazy right now. So it is important. Okay, maybe for the wrong reasons. I don't know whether I'm phrasing it right, but it is a thing that people have to actively look for nowadays. Because with all your experience, you can't walk into a marriage with a bad chow also.
So wait. In other words,
So
let's
this
say
is why we
we
need
are their
lightsabers.
partners, like their partners.
We need lightsabers.
We need
plastic ones.
I'm trying to say, like, if you're married, man, I think it's very important to know how to spice up your marriage based on the person you married.
Yeah.
And you know, when you open up as partners, tell yourselves, this is what I like. Probably once in a while, just visit a certain hall, and if you,
What the hell?
I'm just saying, man, like,
Yes.
you need to know how crazy your partner is. If we're going to get married, we need to have to be very open, man.
Suck those toes.
Yes.
That is unhygienic. Don't get cholera because of sex, man.
Say no to cholera.
Say no to cholera. We kicked away cholera in 2002 out of Uganda.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, so man. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, man, there are certain times people actually hide these things. If you want to spice your sex experience when you're married, I'm not supporting us to watch porn or something, but
Yeah, I understand.
you need to watch certain things
Yes.
once in a while. Get some, some pictorial views. Let your babe come and show you a PowerPoint of the things she likes. When you see the way the angle 15 goes, I want a diagonal 20.
Yeah. When you bend over, it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Like, these are discussions that need to genuinely be had.
True.
And the truth is, yes, sex
Do
is
you
important.
think Sengas do that
issue-
good a job?
They're trying, to be honest, but I think the Senga nowadays is porn. And by the way, for those of you who like porn, I swear,
Caliph.
women who like porn, women who like porn. Let me just say this: sexual encounters don't last 40 minutes in the real world.
Yours.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They don't.
But who
You
times
not
them?
know
And,
who's-
I'm trying to say the kind of
Well,
calories we spend.
We
make
have
you believe
seen
you're
it
porn
Let me tell you.
videos. Those things are edited. Where do you
Yeah.
think they got the time to shoot a second angle? Those guys have like one camera. The hell? Their budget is lower than ours here.
Yo, man. No.
This is
We
a very
have.
good budget. This is good
This is
equipment.
good. True.
The porn industry is doing movie.
So what you're
Those
saying?
are the guys you're watching for advice on sex?
Broken.
Goodness.
So
It's the wrong place to go,
You
man.
have like a secret OnlyFans
Who, me?
that we should be watching for.
Like,
advice
is
on
there
sex.
some? You want to start a YouTube channel advising people on?
The best sexual advice I can give.
Yes.
The best is very simple.
Tell them.
Why did you have to say that?
Drunk,
Why being
he's
dramatic?
Drunk, is Mina to made.
Actually, I have nothing to say. I just want to communicate.
Yeah, but
as
it's
in-
communication.
It's communication. Look,
Yeah.
Don't assume your partner is a mind reader
Yeah,
or
true,
some
man.
random stuff like that.
You might
Don't
do
assume every woman likes it rough. Don't go in there with porn movie expectations.
Man, and-
that's
and also-
actually the best advice I can give. Disregard everything you've seen in porn.
Man.
Try and be freaky, but also at the same time try to be normal. Have you ever found yourself in the position of a Shakespeare chow?
Yeah, this gentleman who has had sex.
You know what a Shakespeare chow
I
is?
do not know what a Shakespeare.
Man, I don't know Othello chow.
A Shakespeare chow is when you're in a position where you're wondering, how is this even still happening? You're asking yourself questions, like you find you're holding her from here, and
I
you're like
breathe
this.
thine.
And then the question going through your head is, how now dost thou end up in such a chow?
Look
You
beyond
understand?
the thine.
You start doing poetry in the bedroom. Why am I holding her here? What is going on?
Oh my God! Why is there a cat?
Why is there a cat? Who is it licking? Like, there's so many questions.
No,
That's a
no.
Shakespeare chow. What does the pumpkin have to do with any of this?
True.
Like, why is there a pumpkin
Exactly. Why do we have a pumpkin here?
in the bedroom? Like,
It's not even pumpkin season.
Hey,
it's not even okay. It's Halloween, but who knows? That actually is the only explanation I could give for it. But yeah, don't get yourself caught up in the illusion, because I always tell people anything that can be shown on TV can be edited.
yeah.
Anything that can be recorded can be
Can
edited.
be edited,
And
man.
there's a lot of editing in people's lives, in the porn industry, in film.
And marriage.
Yes,
But let me
first
tell you.
remove the whole romanticism element, fall in love with someone who's actually going to be useful to you.
Omrizi.
To be honest. And then secondly, don't believe what you see in porno. Those dick sizes are not real.
Hey, we're advocating for our disabled people.
Okay, guys, catch you next week. Let us leave you guys.
Let us just leave you guys.
Just
here. You
round it
guys. This is Uganda's Dave Chappelle.
I am never doing this show again. I am done with you two.
Guys, catch you next week.
Hey, true.